Hey guys, Andrew from Motorflight here and welcome back for another RC update, first one of the year. Glad to be back. We've had a beautiful Christmas period with lots of stock coming in. We've had a container arrive this week with a bunch of new items as well. The first one we're going to take you through today is a new release from Losi. It is a Tenacity TT Pro. The Tenacity name has been around for a while. The cars have seen some changes, come in a few different options, whether it be a buggy, a desert buggy, short course truck. But the Pro version has essentially all of the upgrade parts as well as some Spectrum Smart technology in the box. So it makes for a much stronger car, more durable, and actually a simpler layout, and then some upgraded parts as well to increase the performance. The Tenacity TT Pro is a short course truck, looks like a Pro 4, Pro 2 full-size truck, and comes in two body versions, two essentially scale options, the Brenthal Racing option and the Falcon Tyres option, which is like a blue and green. This car is ready to run but will require battery and charger, so you do get the DX2E Active. This is a great radio to use with the Spectrum technology. You can actually add a Bluetooth module and then using an app on your phone see some telemetry data from the car, so things like RPM, top speed, battery voltage. So it's pretty cool technology to take advantage of with the stock radio. We'll pop the shell off. Now looking underneath, you'll notice that there is a full aluminium chassis. We've got aluminium shock towers, aluminium shock bodies. We have the new Spectrum firmware ESC using IC5 plugs and the Spectrum motor and the Spectrum servo and receiver to complete. The receiver is actually a telemetry unit as well, so it is a really nice receiver, and again you can take advantage of some cool data using the Bluetooth module in the app. One note on the connector, it is an IC5 which has a sensor pin for taking data from smart battery, so if you do pair this with a smart battery you can take advantage of some extra technology. But if you have batteries with EC5, they plug straight into these, so no need to change plugs. Backwards compatible, which is a fantastic option. As far as battery choice goes, you have two options, a 2-cell or a 3-cell. So 3-cell will give you more performance, 2-cell a little bit tamer but still goes really well, and something around a 5,000 milliamp capacity pack would be ideal. Once you've picked your battery, you've got to pick a charger, so anything that can do a 2 or 3-cell would work perfect. But all in all, a great release from Losi, really nice looking truck, really well finished in both versions, and we're super keen to get these out and give them a go. TLR have announced their brand new 1/8 scale Nitro buggy kit, which is the 8X Elite. Now, some of you may be familiar with the Elite name from the 10 scale line. TLR have done an Elite 2-wheel drive. And essentially what the Elite means is, this is a one-box purchase. So buying this car, you get all of the option parts included in the box, some tuning options as well with this car. So essentially you can put your electronics engine in this car and go race it and know that you have a competitive package with all the bits that you're going to need. Some additional parts that are included in this car, we get 2 wings, we get a 10mm wing riser, we get front universals. The car has arm stiffening plates. You can use carbon or plastic to change the stiffness of the arm. So you get the carbon and the plastic plates. There's a quick change engine mount. There's a molded carbon throttle servo center diff cover, which reduces heat to the servo, provides a bit of extra rigidity. So there's a bunch of option parts in the box, and the car is the exact same price as the previous car. So the value added to this product is very, very high. TLR have also made some small refinements and changes to the molding on the arms, the gearboxes. So all in all, a more refined kit, one that's going to give the purchaser a more competitive car out of the box, and something you don't need to go and purchase additional parts for. So take this car, build it, race it, you're going to be competitive, and you're going to be able to cut up the track near you. So if you're into 1/8 scale buggy racing and you're looking for a new car, the TLR 8X may be the option for you. It's a fantastic car, builds well and drives even better. A brand new release from Axial, actually 2 brand new releases, same car though, so the SMT10. Now as you can see here we have 2 different versions. We have the Raw Builders Kit, which is aimed at the person who wants to construct a car from the ground up, add your own electronics, get your own body shell as well. So really able to personalize and chuck a personal touch on this, as well as sort of understand the car, again, assemble it from the ground up. So the more experienced modeler or the person who wants to sit down and spend some time putting one together, or if you don't like building, the almost ready to run version is the way to go. So as you can see, it is in the Gravedigger livery, so super famous monster truck in full size. Still going to this day, very popular, well known for his stunts and aerobatic maneuvers. And this car is a perfect rendition of that in a 1/10 scale form. So it does come ready to run, comes with the Spectrum radio gear, just need to add your battery and charger to get this one going. And yeah, picking the version between the two, it's just whether you want to build one or whether you don't want to build one. the choice is there for you. Brilliant looking car, great release from Axial. Super excited to have these come into stock. Now we do have a video coming on this Gravedigger, which is why it looks a little bit secondhand and beaten up. Put it through its paces. It's come through beautifully, nothing's broken, so the car is standard the test of bashing. So keep an eye out for that video. The Twin Otter is a brand new release from E-flite. Now these have just arrived in both the bind and fly and plug and play options. If you're not a Spectrum user, the plug and play option is basically complete, requires you to add a battery, receiver and charger. So you can run a different brand radio system if you wish. You obviously don't get your safe and AS3X systems that the bind and fly offers for Spectrum users, but still a fantastic flying model and would be a good option for you. If you are a Spectrum user, however, the bind and fly option is the best version to go with. It's great value and you get your safe and AS3X system, makes the aircraft fly awesome. Super locked in, really stable. We have done a flight video on this, which is up on our YouTube channel and Facebook, so go and check that out if you want to have a watch. But can confirm the model does fly really, really well. Now for completion on both models, you are going to need a battery and charger. For the battery side of things, a 3-cell LiPo is all you're going to need. Something in a 2200 all the way up to a 3200 milliamp will fit in the model, and then a charger for that LiPo. So fantastic release from E-flite, super simple to put together, really basic as well. So not going to take you long to get together. There's a thumb screw holding the wing on, so disassembly to go back into the car at the end of the day flying is also super quick. So all in all, really convenient model. Performance is really impressive. We actually flew it off quite a rough strip, handled that really well. So good to see that a 1.2 meter foam model can deal with the rough ground, fly really well. We're super happy with the performance. So Twin Otter, great option for those of you looking for a twin. This would be an awesome, awesome aircraft. Another exciting release from E-flite is the new version of the P51. Now this is a 1.5 meter, it's quite a large model. It has a whole host of details and we're really excited to bring this one and show you. So this model is in a bind and fly version, so you will need to add again a Spectrum transmitter. Something like a DX8E would be ideal here. Gives you the option of being able to use your flaps, retracts, and then also your safe select. So the model itself does come with flaps, does come with full electric retracts, mains and tail wheel. Is fitted with LED lights too, which makes for fantastic scale detail. The model takes a 6-cell LiPo, and on the LiPo capacity you have a huge range, so it's from 3200 milliamp. You can actually fit a 7000 in there. So between 3200 to 7000 is your choice for capacity. So any of you that have 6S LiPos, probably in that capacity range anyway, which is super handy. You can go with a real big LiPo to get some long flight times, or you can go with the lighter option to have a little bit more performance, a little bit less weight in the model. The build is quite simple, quite straightforward. It won't take you too long. And once you've charged your battery up, chuck it in, bound it, set it up in your radio, you'll be ready to go flying. So again, the model comes apart really easily for transport, and it has a brilliant looking presence and scale detail on it. So fantastic work by E-flite really to bring a nice 1.5 meter P51, much larger than their previous P51s that they've had. So something for the guys who like the bigger models, running the 6S power systems, using Spectrum Smart technology, obviously, Spectrum receiver. So fantastic model, great performance, brilliant looking. And as always, P51, super popular. So if you're into the market for a slightly larger model, this P51 might be for you. Thanks for joining us again, guys, for another RC update. Some fantastic products arrived this week. Back into the swing of things after Christmas. A huge Christmas period as usual. So I hope everyone enjoyed their Christmas, got the gifts they were after, hopefully enjoying some nice planes, cars or boats. If you've liked any of the products that we've shown you today, click the links in the description below. Head on over to our website, check them out in a little bit more detail with some photos. And like I said throughout the video, we are releasing a video on the SMT-10 Gravedigger, and we have done a video on the E-flite Twin Otter as well. So head on over, check those out, give us a like, subscribe to our channel as well. We're putting new videos out all the time. And I'm Andrew from Otterflight. We'll see you next week.